Hey, this is Annie Veblen-McCarty, and I'm going to teach you how to be effortlessly productive. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I got sick and tired of experts preaching what business and life should look like and what I should be doing as a leader and to turn a profit, only to find myself wasting time, burned out, feeling inauthentic, and still not making any money. On this show, we are ditching the shoulds. I'm giving you permission to do business differently. As a certified master coach, I believe that everything you need to have success and build the life and business of your dreams is already living on the inside. I'm going to empower you to lean into what you do best, help you see your path forward clearly, and give you the strategy and action steps along the way to become effortlessly productive. Let's dive in. Welcome to today's episode. We are going to be talking today about my needle mover activity for the day. So if you have no idea what I am talking about when I say needle mover, go to the beginning of this podcast of all my episodes. Towards the beginning, I have an episode where I break down and explain what a needle mover is and how it has had such a huge impact on my business growth, on my personal growth, and on my success and achieving my goals. So we are going to dive in. My needle mover activity for today is going to be planning out a course that I want to learn from. So if you, again, going back a couple episodes, I have two questions that I ask myself at the beginning of every month. And one of them is, what will I learn? And so I have picked what I am going to learn next month. And this is going to be diving in pretty deeply into an intense course to learn some really advanced AI and business automation strategies so that I can learn it for my own business and also so I can teach my clients and build the stuff in my clients' business, also share with you guys here on this podcast. So that is my learning for the upcoming month. Now, I know that this course that I am going to be taking, I already have purchased it. It is pretty in-depth. It is pretty lengthy. It has a lot of pieces and modules and lessons to it. However, what is happening in my brain right now, because I have not actually taken the time to sit down and look at, I know what it teaches. I just don't know what that entire teaching process looks like, how it's organized, all of those nuances of it. And when our brain has all these questions and all these unknowns, that is something that can kick off our head voice, our limiting beliefs, right? So we can have a lot of limiting beliefs about, like, I just don't know if I'll have time to get this done. What if it takes more than a month? What if there's a part of it that I don't understand and I need to go back and learn that a bunch of times? Maybe I've underestimated this goal. Maybe it's actually only going to take me a week and then I'm going to have the whole rest of the month that I want to do other things with. There's lots of questions going on. Also, when we're learning something new, our brain can say, oh my gosh, like it can trigger that kind of like worry or fear, or like, what if I don't understand this? What if I dive into this and I do not understand how this works? And it takes me a really long time to learn. So part of addressing all of these questions, because I have not looked at what I'm going to be learning in this course in depth, part of addressing all of this, and I know from my background as a life coach, part of tackling these thoughts and these limiting beliefs that come up is getting more information and combating it with logic. And the only way to have logic in this situation is to actually open up this course, see what it entails, see exactly how many modules and lessons it is. My plan is also to be building as I go through this course rather than watching and learning a million hours. I don't think it's a million hours. That would be crazy. But all these hours and then trying to implement. My game plan is to learn, implement. And so that is why my needle mover for today is to dive into the more in-depth planning phase of my monthly learning project to actually map out, to take a look at what I'll be learning, to map out a game plan, and to figure out a strategy going forward for the month. This will then tie into my time management strategies. I will time block out chunks to learn this throughout my week, throughout this upcoming month. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. This episode was short and sweet, but I hope that this helps you have a little bit of insight and maybe get some strategy on when you are going to learn something brand new, or when you have purchased a course or purchased a mastermind and are going to be a part of something where you're learning, how to go ahead and make sure that this does not just go into the back burner. It does not go into your list of logins and courses that have never been done and never been completed. I know I have those. There is no judgment or shame there whatsoever, because I do have that list. However, I am also being a lot more intentional and mindful about what it is that I am investing in and making sure that I am implementing and following through, and that it is something that really is going to serve me and my business where I am right now with what I need to learn and want to learn right now to push forward. So I hope this helps give you a little bit of insight of how I take this idea of what I want to learn, put a game plan together, make sure that it's in alignment with my learning plan and learning strategy, and then actually get that time into my schedule so that it gets done. And also that little tidbit, if you picked up on the learn and implement and build as you go, rather than trying to just take all this knowledge in, that can trigger some thoughts of overwhelm and feelings of overwhelm. And we don't want to get to that place. And that's a whole life coaching session right there. But we want to make sure that we're learning a little bit and then actually taking action on what we are learning. So I hope this was helpful. I can't wait to hear what you picked up from this episode today and what you are going to do taking that forward into your business. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will catch you on the next episode of Effortlessly Productive.